welcome to episode 5 of For Ilyse. Today, as you can see, I went on a walk in the great outdoors. We'll see how long I can keep going with the camera, because I discovered earlier today that the iPad actually turns off from the cold if I let it go too long. But here we are, yeah. The great outdoors. It's really pretty. Only problem is it's freezing cold. Oof, it's cold. Crunch, crunch, crunch. I'm kind of close to a road right now, just because I needed to stay somewhere for today where I could not be out of the car too long. Both for the video camera and for the person holding it. I wanted to be right up close to my parking spot. There's a lot of nice walking places here in Peoria where I've settled. I don't know where you are, but I'm guessing you stayed in a little bit more of a country area as well. You might have some nice walking spots. Crunch. It's really, the snow isn't too bad right now. We'll get like some freezing temperatures and then it'll get down below freezing. I think it's close to freezing, maybe slightly below right now. But the coating of snow is thin enough that I can poke right through it in some places. And so can the grass. Do you ever like making footprints in the snow? It's not thick enough for snow angels. But I don't honestly have the clothes for snow angels. Back when I used to make snow angels, I was a child and my parents found my clothes for me. That was different. We had these things called snowsuits. You probably have had that. I don't know if you've ever had one. They cover you literally from head to toe. One big old bodysuit like a marshmallow. Those are good for making snow angels and stuff. Ooh, I see a little trail here. I've never been down here. So, close to where my boyfriend works. It's just one of those random places. Peoria is full of just random nooks and crannies. You never have to go anywhere official, although there is an official park around here as well. I got quite a bit of footage there for the video about the rain. I don't know if I'm sending that before this one or after. Ooh, look at the snow here. You can see some animal tracks here. Some sort of like moose or something. Yeah, there's actually quite a few animal tracks here. I think this is some kind of coyote or something. Something with hoofs is here. Of course, some of these aren't tracks at all. If they're around, some of the little dips around plants and things are just the plants poking up. Snow's not really thick enough to really surround some of these plants. Ooh, and there's like a little tree bench. When I used to spend a lot more time out in nature, I would often look for these bench-type trees. Sometimes so I could sit on them, other times so I could use them as a dance bar. It's way too cold to dance ballet right now outdoors. But I used to look for logs like these that I could sit on while I would take off my shoes. It's always a choice when you take off your shoes, because it's you can't really point your toes, which is important for ballet. When you have your shoes on, the problem with taking them off is there's always something uncomfortable to step on. Do you ever go barefoot, I wonder, where you are? Or do you keep your shoes on? I have a shadow! Big tall tree over there. I love the trees. When you're up close and under them, you can touch them. When I was a child, I used to dance with them. That was when I didn't know any technique, and it was just, whatever a little girl does. I stopped dancing with trees when I learned ballet, because ballet isn't really meant to be done with trees. Oh, it's windy. I love the way the wind rustles in the trees. This is an evergreen tree. Otherwise it would be bare like the other trees. See, they've all lost their leaves for the winter time. I declare I'm not the only person here. I could have caught that too on camera, but Illinois has pretty strict laws about filming other people, and I'm kind of a rule follower, so. Now, there's not really much of a trail here either way, but I'm kind of going to go off the beaten track. That's what my family likes to do, and they're the woodsy people in my life, so. Oh, there's animal went to the bathroom here. Don't know if that interests you. It would definitely interest your dogs. Bring them over here, and they would love to get a sniff or a taste. I don't know what that is. Some sort of mold or something. Yeah, nature's really pretty. I don't come out here very often. Most of my life's indoors at this point. It's nice. Yeah. Wow, it's pretty here. See here, I'm not even stepping on snow, it's just leaves. There's my feet. There's my feet. Alright, last stop for a walk in the great outdoors. I had the video camera turn off partway through the last one. So now we're in a new area. This is where my boyfriend used to camp out sometimes. But the trees were had a lot more leaves, and so did the greenery down underneath. You could really hide a car there, but you couldn't do that now. Not when it's so bare. You see how shiny it is? Woof! That's sunlight on the snow. Here it's a little more icy. You can see someone took their dog for a walk. A little tamer of an area. Yeah, you see the doggy prints? It's a little tamer of an area here than what we had at the other place. This is by a racetrack. Over there is a racetrack. I'm not sure how often they have races, but I've seen a few signs up for them. So yeah, you can kind of see. I don't know if you can see from here the wind blowing on some of the taller shrubby, grassy things. This is a nice little road here. I think it was a road for driving on once, but now it's just not it's not cleared out enough for people to really drive their cars here. See lots of animal prints here. You can tell the difference between the wild animals and the tame ones, partly because of where they wander. And partly because there's more of them. I don't know, that could be my mistake. It could be that someone brought a herd of, 5 or 10 dogs, but I don't think so. I think it's more likely that a pack of rabbits or something crossed. Look here. Yep, you could see, like, I'm not sure why there's tracks here. If people actually drive anything here, I think it's more likely just the shape of the land that does it. Because there's some pretty serious roadblocks. You cannot go very far driving on this road. I've tried. Well, I haven't actually tried driving. I've walked down it. The problem with driving here is that when you hit the places where you can't go any further, there's no way to turn around. And I'm terrified of driving long distances backwards. I don't know about you. Little bits of green moss even during the winter. I don't know if you could see it though, because of where the sun is. You can kind of see that there's stuff growing. Not really. Video cameras don't adjust, at least this one doesn't, quite as well as human eyes. So just depending where the light is, can't always capture the colors. It's pretty silhouettes though. Trees against the sky. You wouldn't really be able to tell, but there's a road pretty close here. I remember when I used to live in Chicago area, Franklin Park. I used to go walking or dancing in a little strip of woods by a golf area, and it was so thin. It was almost impossible to get an area where you could look both ways without seeing cars. But that's what a wooded area is like in Franklin Park, up by Chicago. Here, there's just a lot more space for everything. Houses are bigger, wooded areas are bigger, parks are bigger, and the kindness in people's hearts is bigger too. Engines. Of course, that'll often depend on a lot of superficial things like how nice your clothes are, and, as my boyfriend puts it, the way you present yourself. Those dancers' clothes are a big thing. I'm not sure. How much that applies to the rest of the... So yeah, it was cold out there. But, yep. Right outdoors. It's just a beautiful place. And if you want to see more details on what I believe is the reason why outdoors is so pretty, check out, there's a movie series called The Chosen that's about the very beginning of my faith in the Creator. And it shows you a lot about, not necessarily nature in particular, although there's a lot of good nature shots in it, but it will show you a lot of stuff about how God revealed Himself in the part of history that I connect with.